talking to you about how to become a social worker here in the UK. Now, there are three pathways that I have. Hi, hello everyone. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Blossom, and on this YouTube channel, I share educational content on how to become a social worker here in the UK. I want to apologize for my inconsistency. I have been busy moving houses. I had to recently relocate from where I was living to another place to start a job as a hospital social worker. So yes, that explains why I've been so inconsistent in the last 2 weeks. But yes, I'm back, I'm back. So today's content, I'm going to be talking to you about how to become a social worker here in the UK. Now, there are three pathways that I have identified. There might be other pathways of becoming a social worker here in the UK. One of those pathways is to have an undergraduate degree in social work, a master's degree, or the apprenticeship route. Now, I did not do the undergraduate degree. I did the master's, and the apprenticeship route, I don't have any personal experience of doing that, but I have met people qualified through the apprenticeship route. So how does the apprenticeship route work? It's a kind of, apprenticeship. It means that you're schooling and you're working. So usually some organizations have some partnership with some universities where they train their staffs to become qualified social workers. Now, I don't think that the apprenticeship, no, I don't think, I know that the apprenticeship route is not open to international students or international applicants. You have to be in the country. I think you should have lived in the country for at least a minimum of 3 years before you qualify for the apprenticeship route. But that's that about. I just thought I should chip that in. Let us focus on what I came here for, which is the master's route for international students or international applicants who are watching back from their home country and they are considering, how do I become a social worker in England? So I just want to say that you can become a social worker in England. How? Through the master's program. So let's say you have an undergraduate degree in any related course. What are related courses? Related courses could be law, could be public health, could be psychology, could be education, could be, nursing, could be, what I really think that are related to health and social care. Just name them. What I would say is when you've just made up your mind that you want to become a social worker and you want to practice in England, you have to look up on the websites of the different universities and they will have related courses. Now, what I'm going to be sharing with you today is the 8 documents you need for your application for a master's in social work here in the UK. I have to say though that these documents are kind of generic because the master's program or the social work program in a whole is regulated by a body called Social Work England. So from entry to graduation, you are under a regulation. It's kind of uniform. So most social workers in England receive kind of similar trainings, similar similar trainings because you're going to be working with diverse people, isn't it? So I'm going to put in the description link, I'll put the link to Social Work England website. You could also go there and read up all the other requirements. So let's go into it. What are the 8 documents you need? If you're back home in your home country, so you're in Nigeria, you're in wherever, and you want to apply to social work in the United Kingdom, what are the 8 documents you need? First, you need a travel document, also known as an international passport. You need your undergraduate transcript, you need your undergraduate certificate, you need an English exam. Most international applicants come to me and say, must I write the English exam? Yes, you must write the English exam because the requirements, like I said, it's not university specific, so your university cannot waive that requirement for you. It's a requirement by Social Work England that you need to write an English exam. So most universities might ask you for the IELTS, some might accept TOEFL, some might also accept other forms of English test. You need to check with your university which one they would accept. Now for the IELTS, is usually a minimum of 7.0 overall, 7.0, and a minimum of 6.5 in each, not less than 6.5 in each band. But then again, I know that there are some universities that ask you to have a minimum of 7.0 overall and also a minimum of 7.0 in each and every course. I don't know, is university specific. You have to go online and look for the university you intend to apply for and then go and apply. Then you need a reference letter. You need a reference letter from maybe your employer or from whatever organizations that you work with. You need a personal statement. You need a CV. Remember, the Masters in Social Work is a professional program, so you need to have a CV. Your CV will tell the admission team your previous background, things you've done, and the transferable skills you bring to the program. Mention you need your WIEC. Like for those of us from Nigeria or West Africa, we talk about your O levels. Talk about West African Examination Council. You need an O level that shows that you have not less than a C in maths and English. So yes, 8 documents again. Let's go over them again. Your travel documents, or your international passport, an English test, IELTS, TOEFL, or whatever your university will require, your undergraduate transcript, your undergraduate certificate, your personal statement, your CV, your WIEC or your O levels result showing that you have not less than C in English and maths, a reference letter, and then yes, you're ready to apply. Now, I have to say that the social work program is quite competitive, but that does not mean that you can't get in. You can get in. If I was able to get in, you yourself would be able to get in. I know that the social work program also requires you to have like a minimum of two, depending on the university though, for you from your undergraduate degree for you to qualify to get into the program. So I would say that if you intend to begin your masters in February or January 2026, now is the right time to start gathering your documents, to start preparing. If you need to write an English test, now is the right time to start sourcing for materials and start studying for your English test. I would say prepare for your English test. Study for IELTS. You could find a lot of materials online. I would also say that you need to start thinking about how to write your personal statements. Tip for personal statements. Write your personal statements using this three method, the PP method. It's called past, present, and plans. So in your personal statement, write what your previous experience, what you're currently doing, and what your plans are. Tell the admission team the transferable skills you bring to the program. So now, after you've gathered all your documents, you have to do now the search for a university begins. I have to say that a search for a university can begin before you gather your documents or after you gather your document, whichever way. But when you're searching for a university, I would ask you that you pay attention to the fees, because pay attention to the fees and the fee structure, because most likely as an international applicant you are going to be self funding your program. You need to be sure that the fee structure is suitable to your financial capacity. So pay attention to the fees. In a subsequent video, I don't want to recommend what university for you to go to because no one recommended mine for me. But in a subsequent video, I could share with you some of the affordable universities in England that can offer you a social work degree program. I mean, the fees are not so backbreaking and it's flexible. I would share that in a subsequent video. In a subsequent video, I would also share with you guys the application process proper, because the application process is in stages. First, you have to apply, create the portal, apply. And then you would, if you're shortlisted to go to the next stage, then you would have to write an essay, a 1,000 word essay using Harvard referencing, and then you would also have to do an interview before you get to the final stage of getting the offer letter. So in a subsequent video, I will share about the application process proper. But for this video, I just want you to know that most universities begin their programs in January and begin their master's program in January, February, and applications usually open in August or July, and this March is the perfect time to start gathering your documents, because some of these document gathering, they take some time. It's also the perfect time to start preparing for your English test, because you need that English test. Okay, until my next video, I just want to thank you all for watching, and I ask that you share, like, comment, and get your friends, get your loved ones to, join the family. We're building a very good community, and I hope you join us. Also, remember that all things are possible to those who believe. Please stay believing, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.